Hi, my name's Kat, and today we're in the beautiful Coastal Wallum Wetlands here in the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. The habitat that's surrounding us now is known as Coastal Wallum Wetlands or wet heathlands. This habitat has some key unique features. One of them is very low nutrient sandy soils. These conditions can be very harsh for some plants to grow in, but a lot of the plants around here have adapted beautifully. Another key feature are the acid sulfate soils. They make a lot of the lakes in this area very acidic, and a lot of freshwater organisms can't live in these environments. Thankfully though, there's a group of frogs known as acid frogs who have been able to adapt beautifully to these conditions, and more on them in a minute. So how acidic is it? Well, a standard freshwater lake or swamp has a pH of about between 6 to 8, which is quite neutral. The acid swamps around here though have a pH of about between 3 and 5, which is highly acidic, about the same as a glass of orange juice or a can of Coke. Most freshwater organisms can't tolerate these conditions, and the acid water can lead to deformed larvae, or the eggs just won't develop. Over time though, the acid frogs have evolved to deal with this acidic water and have formed a great little niche for themselves that only they can survive in. So who are the acid frogs? There are 4 key species that make up this frog community. The first one is the Wallum sedge frog, Natura olingborensis. Then there's the Wallum froglet, Crinia tinula, the Wallum rocket frog, Natura freycinetti, and the Kulula sedge frog, Natura kululensis. Acid frogs like living along the coast, but unfortunately for them, so do humans. Their habitats have either been modified or destroyed, so you get fragmentation and reduction of habitats where they can actually live. Acid frogs are quite resilient in their natural habitat because many other species find it difficult to compete with them. But acid frogs are very sensitive to disturbance. For example, if the pH of the water raised too much, other frog species will come in and outcompete the acid frogs. Because of this, national park and nature reserves are an important conservation strategy for acid frogs, because it ensures that their habitat is left in a good condition for them to thrive in. So how can you help acid frogs? You could volunteer with some local bush care groups or creek catchment groups. You might find some that specialise in rehabilitating Wallum wetlands or other acid frog habitat. You could also keep your eyes and ears open for development plans that might be happening in areas that you think would be suitable for acid frogs. If you go there and find them, that site could then get the protection that it deserves to keep the species safe.